profiling is different from racial profiling. What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is B Octavia. I'm 23 years old, and I'm kind of looking like a Snoop Dogg, or I don't know what I'm going for. So we're going to talk about something very serious today. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the murder of Ahmaud Arbery. I'm sorry if I got that a little wrong or something. I got a slight accent, so I'm hoping that it comes out right out of respect. We're going to be speaking on his murder, and we're going to be speaking on the events that took place after his murder, as far as the police covering their tracks, the police covering up this scenario. Now, this video just surfaced, and I'm just realizing that this video just surfaced, and this murder, this terrible scenario happened 2 months ago. That's a long time to not be doing an investigation. That's a long time for somebody to have not been arrested, and we've seen, there's a actual video of this. People already knew who did it. Ahmaud was jogging through a Georgia neighborhood where he was spotted by a father and son, which I believe both of them are cops, or maybe the father is just a cop, I'm not sure. But it seems like when one person has a badge and the other person is with them, they might as well have a badge too. Because anything that you do with the badge, they can do without it, if you get what I'm saying. He was jogging through a Georgia neighborhood where he was spotted by this father and son. First of all, if they were doing neighborhood watch, okay, I thought that you're supposed to call the police if you have suspicion about somebody and just leave it at that. Why don't you just wait until the cops arrive? If you have an issue, if there is an issue. But a lot of people don't know that profiling is different from racial profiling. You're not on the scene, you're not in the neighborhood looking for anybody that looks suspicious. You're just looking for black people, and specifically a young black male that looks suspicious to you. I don't understand. My thing is this. This is why I feel like the black community has to be very careful, and it's so sad that it's still like that to this day, where we have to be very careful about the simplest things to do, or the simplest things that a person can do, we can't do. Because people automatically see our skin tone and they profile us in a racial way. You're thinking about it, your mind is taking you back to, looking at us as slaves. Your mind is taking you to a negative place when you're looking at black people, but you don't want to say that that's racist. That is racist. And it's very uneducated, okay? I know that there is a high percentage of young black males in prison to this day. I do understand that. But there's also a lot of white people in jail. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of sketchy looking white people. But we not out here saying that. And even if we see a sketchy looking white person, we're not going to, make it an issue. As long as he going his way and I'm going mine, I'm good. But that's not how white people see it. They really want to make it an issue that we're in their space, that we're in their environment, that we're going by. We're not even worried about you as much as you want us to be. That's what makes me mad about this. He was jogging, minding his business. Okay? Minding his business, not worrying about who's in a car and all this. The reports say that they were trying to run him off the road, some dramatic, type of run him off the road. And he just kept dodging him. You know what I'm saying? He kept, just trying to go his own way. And that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough for them. They got out of their car. And from the video that I seen early this morning, I'm disgusted. I'm really disgusted. And honestly, I would be disgusted if I was white, if I was Asian. It doesn't matter that I'm black, but it does matter that I'm black. You know what I mean? Because that could have been my brother. My brother's not too much older than him. Just minding his business. And I see some people saying that, they want to break it down. They want to break down the video and, make the victim wrong. In some scenarios, yes. The victim could be wrong and it leads to their demise. But in this shit, no. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I am disgusted. That video, I kept playing it because honestly, you need that type of reality. You need to know how serious these scenarios can get. You need to know, everybody needs to know how racism is very real. And it gets taken to a real place that we haven't seen before, but our ancestors have. So we can't forget that. We can never forget how we got slaughtered. We can never forget how they tied us to horses and pulled us apart. We can't forget it. We cannot forget it. Don't let it slip. Because they didn't do anything either but be themselves. That's how scary it is. And nobody's been arrested, so they have the opportunity and the means to do this again to just some random, ordinary civilian. Because bottom line, aren't we all civilians? Aren't we all here in the United States? Aren't we all U.S. citizens? Like, come on. We have to end this way of thinking because it's not fair. I grew up in a time and in an environment that, I could have turned out pretty racist towards white people, towards Asian people, just because a lot of people talk about these things and they talk about it very ignorantly. But I have my own mind. I'm my own person. And I don't look at white people as, all of them as hillbillies and all this other stuff. I don't call y'all crackers. So don't say the N-word. Y'all gotta really reprogram y'all minds to all the people that's racist. And for us, we have to know how serious this is. It's very serious. Just because it didn't happen to you, or it didn't happen to somebody, that and they know to him and all that, it doesn't matter. A person's demise, when a person gets killed, when a person gets brutally, murdered in this way, I feel that shit. Because I very well know that could be me. So we all need to know that. And I'm not saying try to be somebody else. It's really nothing that we can do. But Mike Epps had a very great point. This is somebody who I respected ever since I was a shorty. Comedy-wise, but I can tell that he's a good person. I think he come from DC, but I'm not sure. I gotta verify that. But he said the coronavirus is killing black people. And, not to single it out, but, there is a lot of black people that are susceptible or more susceptible to getting the virus. He said that the virus is killing us, the police is killing us, and we are killing us. First of all, we need to start at stop killing each other. We need to work on our hatred towards each other. We need to look at each other, and even if we are not in relation, blood, we need to look at each other like sisters and brothers, like nieces and nephews, with love. We have to. Because once people stop dying, and I pray that this happens, once people stop dying from the virus, that's one thing that cancels out. The second thing is we work on ourselves. We work on the self-hatred that we have, and we are spewing at other people and bullying and killing each other. That's number one. We have to work on it because we already have a huge obstacle that we are facing with the police being too scared. They don't even grab for their taser no more. I don't even know if they have a taser anymore. And that subdues somebody. It takes the same amount of time to grab a pistol, to grab your Glock, as it does to grab your handgun. They're on either side. So, the police is not going to stop using deadly force. They're not going to stop the fatalities against us over nothing. They're not going to stop that. And that's one huge thing that because the police is, the mob. They clean up after each other. They don't say a damn word. All of that shit. We already have a huge obstacle that we're facing with solving old cases or cases that happened and they swept under the rug. We already have a lot that we are facing. We don't need to be hurting each other. It's time to stop. It's really time to stop. I feel like DC is at number 40 something at this point of homicides. When is this going to end? It has to come to an end. It definitely has to. And it starts with us. It starts with protecting ourselves, and it's so sad that it's really no way to live a normal life. That's really what I'm concerned about, because I don't really want to be too cautious as far as not going anywhere and doing anything. But it's scenarios like this where it's like, it's not worth it. I'd rather stay home and get some type of protection. But there was a scenario that happened not too long ago of a woman being shot in her home by the police. This is really weighing on my heart. I feel for his mom. She did state that, it was asked if she seen the video, and she said no, and I will never see the video because I seen him come into this world and I don't want to see him go out. You know what I mean? And that's real deep. I really feel for her. I can only imagine the type of pain that she's harboring because of this cover-up. And I really pray that those people, those two, the father and son assholes of the century, I hope they get nailed to the fucking cross. Okay? I'm waiting on Donald Trump to say something about this shit, because he needs to do something. If you want to do something, then do this. You know what I mean? Do this. I'm speechless as far as, how this has gone. I'm speechless with the time that has passed. But I will be updating you guys on this case. I will be doing my digging and seeing if anything comes of it. And I hope it does. But yet again, this might be another Freddie Gray. This might be another Trayvon Martin. And I'm sick about that. Rest in peace, Ahmaud Arbery.